Hi, hello. Uh, my name is a bit too complicated to English speakers, I think. And I'm not the biggest fan of it, so you can call me Millie. Um, I see a lot of, you know, I see a lot of videos of, people talking in other languages in TikTok or, yeah, mostly in TikTok, but even like YouTube. Um, I think it's a great way to, you know, practice 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 because I don't have anyone to talk to in English. So I figured it would be a nice way to, to do it. Um, Probably won't gonna not gonna post it because I'm too embarrassed to shy for this, and I think I'm gonna stutter a lot because I'm not the most confident. I'm quite insecure. I'm already insecure in my own language, so I'm definitely gonna be even more talking in another language. Um, so yeah, um, I I'm 21. I've just turned 21 recently, like last week, and yeah, I not the greatest in English. I'm not the most confident because I never really did any courses or anything. Like I never take classes, never took classes. I just learned by myself with music and movies, shows and stuff. Mostly music, but yeah, and videos also. A lot of videos of just native speakers talking about anything, just random stuff. I think it helped a lot. Um, yeah, so yeah, I learned all by myself. And like I said, I'm not the most confident, but it's one of my dreams to, go to another country someday to talk a bit more, be able to express myself and talk a bit more in this language because I don't have anyone to talk to, no one like around me or anything. Probably could, I don't know, find someone in social media to talk to, but yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I wish I had someone to talk to like in person, in English. Like I think it would help a lot. And yeah, so I don't know what to talk to about. I don't know. Um, I promise my English not as worse as it's looking like in this video. I'm just, I'm a bit shy, so I'm kind of forgetting words and I don't know. Yeah, my pronunciation was not the best because, like I say, I don't really have anyone to talk to, so I never speak in English. Like the only time they're um, kind of pronouncing words is when I sing, and I sing a lot, but I'm not. Like I say, it's different. I think like following a rhythm when I'm singing is much easier than trying to talk. I don't know. Yeah, it's just different. Um, So yeah, I think I should talk about hobbies probably. I just want to talk about anything, just to see how my English is going, my pronunciation is going. So yeah, I mean I love to sing. I love music. Music's like my biggest passion. My thing is the thing that motivates me. It might be a bit dramatic, but it is like really important to me more than I could ever tell. Like it's really important. I love music. I love to sing. I love to dance. I like to dance a lot. Not the greatest. Not necessarily the greatest singer either, but I not the worst. I feel like yeah, could be worse. Um, I find acting to be a little interesting too, but I'm not. I don't think I'm. I don't think I'll be a greatest actress. I'm not. Yeah, I'm a bit too introverted to it. I don't know. Although there's a lot of actors who are very shy and then they just I don't know open up more when they're acting. So, but still, I'm not definitely not confident. Definitely don't think I can do it unless I really like start taking classes and everything like theater class, but never had any. I mean yeah no I never had it. Not that I remember. I was trying to, but I don't think so. Yeah, I mean I love to read as well. Like I have quite a few books Not as much as I wish I had. Like, I wish I had a full on library in my house or in my room. Like, it's like a dream of mine to have a house with a big library, like Belle's library from Beauty and the Beast. Like, that's like my dream. That's like a goal of mine. But I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I mean, it could. Like, nobody knows, you know. Like, maybe yeah, if I work hard, I might. And just buying from time to time. And like, of course, I'm not gonna be able to buy everything, you know, like 100 books or more. Like, I don't know, like 1,000 books at once. Like, probably it's not gonna happen, but I can just buy, small, like 5 books per year or something, or even more. Like, I don't know. I think I have a few. I don't know. I might have like 40, 50 books. Maybe not that much. I don't know. I Some of them I bought it myself. Some of them I got it as a gift, and yeah, I think just yeah. So yeah, so this is what I love to do is the most. I read a lot. I sing. Like I say. I also like to write. Not always because I'm not the most confident. I don't know. I feel like every time that I try to write something, I sound a bit too melodramatic, too melancholic. That's the word I'm looking for actually. So yeah, I don't know. So I'm not the most, I don't know, confident, but it helps a lot when I'm like in like not the greatest mood, like if I'm feeling so anxious or too sad, like I'm feeling down. I like to write. I feel like helps a lot. So that's it's like very therapeutic for me. Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. I think I'm just like trying to make up words to yeah. I feel like I'm sounding like a completely different person, and my voice is also sounding a little different. But that's probably because I'm spending so much time in my house, and I'm not talking as much. I used to talk a lot, like last year, because I was working, with at a restaurant, so I had to talk a lot, with clients and stuff, and it was like a nightmare because I'm not the greatest at like talking with strangers, but I was like I had to do it because it was my job, you know. So yeah, so that's yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's me. I mean, I didn't talk much. I don't really know much for myself, to be honest. So it's quite hard to talk about it, even if I was talking in Portuguese, which is my native language. So I think it's even harder to talk in another language. So yeah, I could try to do a bit more of this. I mean, also I am a fangirl. I think that's an important thing to talk about myself. That I'm a huge fan of, like, Olivia Rodrigo. I love her. Taylor Swift, I love her. Harry Styles. I used to be a huge directioner. I don't think I'm sounding right. Yeah. I used to be a believer as well when I was like a little kid. Yeah, I was a huge one. And a Men's Army as well. Like, to who doesn't know, like Justin Bieber fan. I used to be a fan of Shawn Mendes. Not that like I hate him now or something like this. It's just I'm just not as passionate, as I was when I was a kid. Like, I used to be a huge fan, and I think like nowadays, even with people that I love a lot, like I'm a huge fan of Olivia, but I don't think I'm nearly as crazy as I used to be when I was a kid about anyone that I was a fan of. I feel like that just comes with age, maybe, or no. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of people who are even older than me, and they're very passionate about the people they're fans of, and which there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why I became like this. I don't know. It just happened. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a fan of there's a lot of artists that I like their music and stuff, but I'm not really into their personal lives as much, like I said, as I used to be when I was a kid. Like, I knew everything about the people that I was a fan of. Like, I knew their blood types and stuff. Like, I remember it was a big deal when I was a kid. Like, if you were a fan of someone, you had to know like everything about them. And now I feel like nowadays it's not as much. I feel like it's usually you just like, if you're a fan of a singer, people expect you to know like every song of theirs, even if they have like 3,000 songs. Like, people want you to know every song, which I kind of agree. I don't know. Yeah. I'm joking. But yeah, so yeah, when I was a kid, there was like a whole thing. Like if you were a fan of someone, you had to know their whole family line. You had to know their blood types. You had to know in what hospital were they born in, born at, and yeah, you just had to know like every single thing about them. Stuff that probably wasn't even true, but just like you know things that they didn't like to eat. I feel like there was a lot of stuff that were like made up, like it was like created, invented, and then it just kind of became a thing, and then everybody was supposed to know about that, you know. So yeah, like yeah, like this, like I said, I was a fan of Justin Bieber when I was a little kid, and there was a thing about the hospital that he was born at, and like it was like a hmm, what else? I'm kind of forgetting. Yeah, there was like the name, and there was just the door number and stuff. Like I don't even know, and like how did people even know this? Like how did people know that it was true? Because like I don't remember like the search of it. Like I don't remember where I first read about this, but I remember that it was a big deal. Like to know, like if you were a fan, you had to know. Like if somebody asked you and you didn't know the answer, then you were not a fan. Like that's just simply it. Like no matter, no, but I love him. I love his music. Yeah, but you don't know the name of the hospital, so you're not a fan. Sorry. That was how it was. And like middle names also. Like I'm a fan of a lot of people that I'm not even like I'm not I don't know if they have middle names. And when I was a kid it was a big thing also to know their middle name. It was just fancy like I'm not a fan of Taylor Swift. I'm a fan of Taylor Allison Swift. You know what I mean? Like you had to know their whole name because it was like it was a thing. And I used to follow like back when I first had Instagram, like I used to follow the whole family line of the people that I was a fan of, which was kind of crazy, but I was just a kid. So like I'm not a creepy, I'm not a weirdo. I was just a kid. So I think it's not the most bizarre thing, to when you were a kid. Like I feel like if you're an adult, I feel like it's a little weird. It might be a little weird, yeah. Unless that they also do stuff that you like, their family. Sometimes I don't know if they have a sister and their sister is an actress or a singer as well. When you like them, then that's okay. But if they just normal people and they follow them, I feel like that's a little weird. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe I'm judging too much. Sorry. So yeah, that's me. I feel like I could talk a bit more because I'm a bit talkative, and I didn't talk much in the beginning because I was a bit too nervous, and I feel like as time went by, I started talking a bit too much, but um, my phone cannot handle me talking for that long. So yeah, that's it for this. I might try to talk a bit more and do another runs after I delete this and have enough space in my phone, because I think it's gonna help me a lot. Like my pronunciation stuff. Maybe won't, but I don't know. Maybe I won't. I feel like I won't sound as nervous if I get used to talking in this other language. So yeah, I'm also just to end this. I'm trying, like, it's a dream of mine to learn a lot of languages, but I'm quite lazy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not. I should probably study hard, and dedicate myself a bit more, but I don't. So yeah, but it's like the ones that I want to learn the most are like French, Italian, like it's the dream of mine. And right now trying to learn Korean. I don't know for how long I'm gonna, dedicate myself to it, but so far I'm trying my best. I know a very like simple words, but I know like practically nothing, and just know like the most basic stuff. Cause I'm a fan of Stray Kids recently, and also the Carrot. I'm a stay and a Carrot. I'm a fan of 17, so I watch a lot of their variety contents. So there's a lot of words that they repeat a lot of things that they repeat. So I ended up learning those things because I hear a lot and I'm always like, reading subtitles. So, yeah. So that's it. That's me. Bye.